Hi there. Welcome to our bonus video in the series, Going Beyond Never Giving Up. I have loved reading your comments and engaging with you through this series. It's been incredibly inspiring to watch you already moving towards making progress, towards creating the life you truly desire. In case you missed the series or any part of it, here's a little quick recap. We talked about the most important concept is that although never giving up and being committed and determined is the most important thing that we can do, it's not enough, is it? See, we can get in a pool and we can tread water like crazy, and we're not going to get from one side to the other unless we point ourselves in the right direction and then tread strategically towards the place where we want to go. See, never giving up and being determined is the foundation, but we have to have a strategy to get us from point A to point B. Now, the interesting thing is there are three main areas that hold us back, and we talked about that in this series. We talked about fear and how it's made up and how our brain is just lazy and creates this thing called fear. We talked about lack of opportunity or perceived lack of opportunity and how we have to dig it up, create it, and prepare ourselves for it. We also talked about something that's very personal to many of us. That is rejection. When we start something new or have a big dream or just want to change something in our lives, you think your family and friends are going to be the first to get behind you and support you. The ironic thing is they are often the very last people to come on board. So we have to learn to use rejection as our tool and our fuel to create the lives we want. You see, never giving up is foundational. But it's not enough to completely turn things around. It's not enough to give us a life where we'll be free financially. We'll know that we can not only increase our finances, but at the same time, increase the time we have with our kids. It's not enough to ensure that we'll be able to travel a little bit, buy a home of our dreams, know that our grandkids are going to be provided for. We have to be strategic and move forward. Now, watching these three videos is a very strong start for all of us, but it's not enough, is it? I know for me, I have spent years watching videos. I've bought program after program after program. I've probably spent well over $30,000 in programs to move myself from point A to point B, from being someone who was alone and isolated and in poverty and had no hope for my future, to being someone who's living the life of my dreams. I am happier now than I've ever been. And that's what I want to do for you. But I don't want you to spend 17 years in the wrong part of the country. I don't want you to spend $30,000. So I've created an opportunity to help you take the next step at an unbelievably affordable rate. Before I tell you about this opportunity, just hear a couple testimonials of people who have learned from my teaching. You started this process for me, and you have inspired me to be myself and love myself enough to help and take care of myself. Thank you. Thank you. You have helped me love myself enough to help myself. I'm glad to have you as a mentor. I just want to thank you for helping me get back on track with my studying for my certification test. It's tough, and it only takes place several times a year locally, but it's been a goal I've wanted to reach for a long time, and I lost my way with all that's been happening. I have you to thank once again. You are making a difference, and you rock. I love that. Another person said this. Thank you for your posts and your videos. God has used you to help me stay focused and have the courage to leave my old job. These stories totally inspire me. There is seriously nothing more important in my life than to see other people moving forward, creating the life of their dreams, and getting free and enjoying this beautiful gift called life. Too many people remain stuck. Too many people are unhappy. Too many people are going for the wrong things and ending up at the end regretting so much. Now, these stories mean a lot to me, but the only reason I'm able to help people is because I've actually been there too. And you've heard my story. I grew up in lower middle class, spent a lot of my time in poverty. I had a family life that was unhealthy. My mom died suddenly and suspiciously. I was written out of the family will. I was completely at the bottom. I had to figure out how to crawl my way up. And in all honesty, I spent 17 years on the part of the country that wasn't right, in a career that left me boxed in, and in an energy that completely drug me down. And I had to fight hard to learn how to dig up out of that. And I don't want you to spend 17 years in the wrong place. I don't want you to spend $30,000, which is what I've spent on courses, in order to help change your life and move you from point A to point B. I want to help you get there faster. I want to help you to get there so much more cheaply. So here's the thing. I'm opening up spots in my foundational class, and it's called Take the Stuff Out of Your Start, 7 Steps to Getting It Going. And I'm so excited about it. I'm seriously so excited about it. It will transform and change your life and give you the tools you need to reach any dream that you have. Now, I'm offering only a few spots because this is the foundational class, and I'm pouring extra effort and extra time into it. And the cart is closing on March 4th. So if you're interested in this program, you've got to sign up as soon as possible. Now, before I tell you all the details, here's a little bit about the program itself. Now, the program itself is 7 modules. And in the 7 modules, we are going to move step by step to strengthen you and get your momentum going so that you'll be on a track to reach your goal and to create the life of your dreams. We're going to talk about fear and reduction and a little bit more because these are huge areas that hold people back. We're going to talk about our past memories and our feelings and what our brain does with them and how we can rewire them and use them to our advantage. We're going to talk about neuroscience. How does our brain register rewards and pleasure? How does our brain actually set goals that we can achieve? And what can we eat and how can we structure our exercise in a way that helps our brain function in the most optimal way? You know, most people don't use hardly any of their brain power. I'm going to help you change that. We're going to talk about distractions, how to eliminate distractions, and how to, even in the midst of distraction, find your laser focus and move towards your goal. We're going to talk about how to use failure as a way of moving forward. A lot of people will stumble and fall. You know, the most successful people, they're the people who have failed the most. They just didn't stop getting up. So I'm going to talk about failure and how to use it for our advantage. We're going to talk about how to trust our gut and now how to know the difference between a strong instinct that's leading us in the right way versus just a feeling we might be having that could actually be leading us down the wrong path. When you put all these things together, plus all the extra tools that I'm going to give you and strategies that you can use to create the life you truly desire, your life is going to be on a totally different trajectory in 7 weeks. You're going to have more confidence. You're going to have more belief. You're going to have all the strategies you need to actually move forward and live the life that you visit in your dreams. Now, here's the cool thing. If you were to hire me for one-on-one coaching, that one-on-one coaching would cost you $250 per hour. Now, in this course, you're getting all the videos, and I'm going to take extra time and engage with you in the comments in our private community. A lot of times I take courses like this, and the teacher is nowhere to be found in the comment section. But you have seen me on my Facebook page. That's not how I operate. I will be in there answering questions and helping you every step of the way. Now, let's say that was only an hour a week. Obviously, it's way more than an hour a week. Let's say it was just an hour a week. That would be a value of $1,750. Add on to that, most of these courses cost $997 or $1,997. We're putting ourselves way over $2,700 in value. Now, because you're my founding class, because I really want to help you and because I want to give you a special extra bonus, I'm offering you admission into the program at a 70% discount. I'm offering this program for the first time ever, and that will never be offered again, for a cost of $297 for the entire 7 weeks, and I'm giving you deliberate, engaged time in our private community. $297. Now, as a special extra bonus for you as my founding class, I'm going to offer you a free upgrade when the course is upgraded, and that will be within the next year. I'll be adding all kinds of extra perks to it, and you're going to get all that for free. Now, here's the thing. A couple years ago, I paid for a course that was $1,997, and as an alumna and a client, I had to pay $597 for the upgrade that I just received a couple months ago. Now, I'm offering you the initial course at a 70% discount, and I'm eliminating the cost for the first upgrade for those of you who sign up for this founding class. Now, you might be asking, well, what if I sign up for this class and it's not for me and it doesn't make any sense and it doesn't help me? Okay, cool. I've done that before and I've gotten stuck with a course that was no use to me. I'm giving you a full 30 days to go with the material, get in and get engaged with me in a community and see if it's actually right for you. Now, that's over 50% of the course material that you'll get. You'll get to go through all that material. And if it's not right, before the 31st day, you have a full 30 days, you contact me and say, this is not working for me, I want a refund. I will refund your entire amount. Now, I believe this program really will change your life. This is a take my stuff kind of deal, because by the time you're in 30 days, you've got more than half of the material that I'm offering. But I want you to know that you will have a way to step out if it isn't right for you. That's a full 30 days you have to get your money back. Now, with the price of $297, a 70% discount, with a smaller class where I can engage with you and answer your questions, you've got to get into this thing. Now, just click the sign up button below, get yourself signed up before either the class fills up or before the cart closes on March 4th. Now, while you're getting ready to do that, here's one more testimonial. I believe Luanna's hit the nail on the head that getting started is the hardest part of reaching your goals. When the goal seems so far away, how do you start? Luann's talent is to help you break it down so it doesn't feel so overwhelming. Okay, as a founding class, I'm going to give you one more extra bonus. I'm going to throw in a special session where I ask you for your specific questions and I specifically answer your questions. A lot of times you'll see an FAQ document in these programs, and they're questions that you might ask, but they're not your questions. And so many times I just want my question answered and it never gets answered. So I'm going to ask you for your questions and I'm going to answer them for you, either in a video or a PDF, whatever will be easier for you to digest. And that's another additional $250 of value per hour. And you know that I'll spend way more than 1 hour putting this together for you. Okay, this is your opportunity. 70% discount, free upgrade, and the extra FAQ where your questions actually get answered and my attention inside our closed community. You have got to get into this class. Click the sign up button below. The class is going to fill up. I'm going to close the cart on March 4th, and I want you to be a part of this founding class. Let's take the stop out of your start for good so that you can create the life you visit in your dreams. Sign up now. I'll see you in class.